This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, Florida has been through the gauntlet with coaches lately, trying to find some stability. They have a new opportunity here with a young up-and-coming coach. Summerall. He has been a proven winner at all of his stops. Now he has an opportunity to turn the Gators around and bring them back to relevance in the SEC. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Florida Atlantic's offense will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Bernard. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the
maybe some room here. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Owls just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Caught in the backfield. It's Henry. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. The pitch. Got enough for the first. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Start on the ground with Jaden Ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Floats it out in space. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Gators decide to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Henry. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Owls come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Here's a little room there. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. He's got 67 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
He's got it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
That is such a nice example of a quarterback and his tight end being on the same page. A little bit of a scramble drill right there where the quarterback had to get flushed out of the pocket, but his tight end was able to...
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Owls.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he always seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on the same page as his play.
Caught, and his ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get him behind.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yo, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's 1st down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Running the red zone. It's Bernard. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Owls. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll go to the ground. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Bernard. Got enough for the first. There's some room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Got his man out of the backfield. Could not make his way to the corner. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
That's caught. It's Pryor. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. That should be the final play of the first half. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the UTEP Miners. And it's the Sooners off to the early 7-0 lead here in the first half in what's been a great defensive performance. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside the swamp. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these? And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
On third down, he drops to throw. He'll pull it down. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be fourth down. And the Gators line up to punt it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll send the back in motion. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. This Ford Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Looking for room. It's Bernard. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. They'll run it. It's Bernard. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, and they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Red pass, it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Makes a grab. Touchdown, Owls! And the route is on.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ball. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Ball. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Slithers into space. He's loose. Touchdown, Florida. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Owls sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Headed to the 4th, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Pulled down for the tackle.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Moving out to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So the last couple of possessions trying to put together a rally, but is it too little too late? Turning it on! Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Gators in the hurry up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Catch in the middle. It's Pryor. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give the ball. Picks up the first down. Give him 109 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Can't get him to the ground. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. This offense starts deep in a hole. The give as they work on that clock. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
He'll try it again. Look out, he's got room. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Got some work to do here on 2nd and 8 from the 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes a grab and room to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And the stomping has commenced.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
38, Florida, 14.
Coming out with it, it's Abrams. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're working that left side.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And the Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. On the move, he fires. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.